Daily Horoscope for Taurus, May 7, 2025. The cosmic energy today finds the sun firmly positioned in your sign, Taurus, amplifying your natural traits and bringing your needs and desires into sharper focus. With Mercury forming favorable aspects to Venus, your ruling planet, communication flows with unusual grace today, especially regarding matters close to your heart. This beautiful alignment creates a day where your words carry weight, and others find your arguments uniquely persuasive. In your professional life, today's planetary arrangement suggests steady progress rather than dramatic breakthroughs, which suits your methodical nature perfectly. Colleagues and supervisors will likely notice your reliability, as a project that's been developing slowly finally reveals its potential value. Those in creative fields might experience particular inspiration today, as Venus enhances your already formidable artistic sensibilities. If you've been job hunting, connections made today could prove remarkably fruitful in the coming weeks. Venus casts a harmonious glow over your relationship sector today. For partnered bulls, this creates an excellent opportunity to reaffirm your commitment through small but meaningful gestures. The planetary energy favors deep conversations about future plans and shared goals. Single Taurians might find themselves attracting admirers through their natural charm and grounded presence. A chance encounter could spark interest, though in typical Taurus fashion, you'll wisely take your time assessing compatibility before proceeding further. Your physical vitality appears steady today. Though planetary positions suggest paying special attention to your throat area, the body region traditionally ruled by Taurus. Proper hydration and vocal care are particularly important now. The day's energy supports grounding exercises like gardening, walking in nature, or practicing yoga. Your tendency toward indulgence may be stronger than usual under today's Venus influence, so practicing mindful eating will serve you well. Listen carefully to your body's signals about rest and recovery. Financially, today brings a stable outlook with potential for small but meaningful gains. Your practical approach to money management serves you well, though Venus might tempt you toward luxury purchases that catch your eye. If you're considering a significant investment, the stars suggest doing additional research before committing funds. A conservative approach pays dividends now, though an unexpected expense related to home or property might arise. Fortunately, your prudent planning likely has you prepared. Your social energy radiates warmth today, making it an excellent time for gathering with close friends or family. Small, intimate settings will suit you better than large crowds. A connection with someone from your past might resurface, bringing pleasant nostalgia and potential for renewed friendship. Your loyalty and dependability make you a valued friend, and today, someone may express their appreciation in a touching way that validates your consistent presence in their life. The cosmos encourages self-reflection today, particularly regarding your values and what truly brings you security beyond material possessions. A realization about your emotional needs may emerge, offering clarity about a situation that has felt confusing for some time. Your natural resistance to change is softened today, making this an excellent opportunity to consider areas where flexibility might serve your highest good without compromising your core principles. As a Taurus, you're particularly sensitive to how other Earth signs are faring in the cosmic landscape. Today, fellow Earth signs Virgo and Capricorn appear to be in harmonious alignment with planets supporting practical matters. This Earth trine creates a foundation of stability that you can leverage, especially for projects requiring physical stamina or material resources. Venus, your ruling planet, deserves special attention in your forecast. Today, Venus appears to be in a position that heightens your appreciation for beauty, while also strengthening your values around material security. This dual influence creates an interesting dynamic where you might find yourself reassessing what truly constitutes value in your life. Perhaps an object of beauty also serves a practical purpose, embodying the perfect balance you naturally seek. The lunar influence today touches on your sector of hidden matters, perhaps bringing dreams that offer intuitive guidance or surfacing feelings you've kept submerged. Your typically steady emotional nature might experience subtle undercurrents that surprise you. Rather than dismissing these as irrelevant, consider keeping a journal of insights that arise seemingly from nowhere. Your subconscious is particularly active today, offering wisdom that your practical mind might typically overlook. Mercury's position suggests that your communication takes on an unusually persuasive quality today. Your words carry weight, and others are likely to find your arguments compelling, especially when you speak about matters where your expertise is established. This is an excellent day for presentations, important discussions about resources or finances, or expressing feelings that you've carefully considered. While Taurus is often focused on the material realm, today's celestial alignment opens a window to more subtle dimensions of experience. You might find yourself drawn to practices that connect physical and spiritual realms, perhaps sacred movement, rituals involving natural elements, or meditation focused on gratitude for earthly abundance. This integration of material and spiritual adds depth to your typically pragmatic worldview. Artistic Taurians find that creativity flows with remarkable ease today. Whether your medium is music, visual arts, culinary creation, or another form of expression, your work today carries a signature blend of beauty and substance that is distinctly Taurian. Even those not typically drawn to creative pursuits might feel inspired to arrange their environment with greater attention to aesthetics or select attire that expresses deeper aspects of personality. Your living space takes on special significance today as planets activate your sector of home and foundations. You might feel compelled to make adjustments to your environment, perhaps rearranging furniture to improve energy flow, introducing new textiles that please your sensitive touch, or addressing a structural issue you've been postponing. Your natural talent for creating comfortable, beautiful spaces is highlighted. Saturn's position relative to your sign suggests a period of constructive consolidation. Responsibilities may feel weighty but purposeful, contributing to long-term security rather than merely burdening you. Your natural affinity for building solid foundations resonates with this Saturnian energy, creating opportunities to establish structures that will support you for years to come. Areas where you've demonstrated discipline begin showing tangible rewards, validating your steady approach. Jupiter casts a beneficial aspect to your sign today, opening possibilities for growth in areas related to knowledge, philosophy, or cross-cultural connections. While your sign typically prefers familiar territory, this Jupiterian influence encourages carefully considered expansion beyond your comfort zone. The growth available now doesn't require abandoning your values or security. Rather, it suggests enlarging your concept of what provides true security to include wisdom and diverse perspectives alongside material resources. For optimal flow today, consider aligning activities with favorable planetary hours. Morning hours governed by Venus support creative efforts, aesthetic decisions, and financial planning. Midday hours ruled by Mercury favor communications, contracts, and detailed work. Later hours under lunar influence enhance emotional connection and intuitive insights. By matching activities to compatible planetary hours, you work with cosmic currents rather than against them, an approach that aligns with your preference for efficient energy expenditure. May today's journey through Taurus energy bring you the pleasures of embodied existence alongside wisdom about impermanence. May your senses delight in earthly beauty, while your spirit recognizes the sacred within material form. May your natural patience reveal its value in situations where others rush unwisely. May your loyalty find worthy recipients who honor your steadfast presence. On May 7, 2025, the planetary alignment for Taurus presents a fascinating cosmic landscape. The Sun sits at approximately 17 degrees in your sign, radiating powerful native energy that strengthens your core identity and purpose. This position reinforces your natural Taurian traits: determination, reliability, and a connection to the material world, while simultaneously offering you a clarity of vision about your path forward. With the sun so prominently positioned in your sign, your natural confidence receives a significant boost, making this an excellent day for self-assertion and personal endeavors. Venus, your ruling planet, forms an auspicious trine with Jupiter on this day, creating a harmonious flow between your personal desires and broader opportunities. Venus is positioned in Cáncer, activating your communication sector, which infuses your words with charm and persuasiveness. This placement suggests that expressing your needs and wants will come more naturally, particularly in matters related to home, family, and emotional security. Mercury, the messenger planet, is positioned at the final degrees of Aries, just about to enter your sign. This creates an interesting dynamic where you're processing information and ideas internally before they fully manifest. You may find yourself contemplating important decisions rather than acting on them immediately. This position supports thoughtful planning, especially regarding financial matters or personal resources. Mars, the planet of action and energy, is currently transiting through Libra, activating your sixth house of daily work, health routines, and service. This placement brings dynamic energy to your work environment and may increase your workload or responsibilities. You might feel a stronger drive to organize your life, improve health practices, or address any imbalances in your daily routine. The Mars-Saturn square that's forming suggests some friction between your immediate work demands and longer-term professional aspirations. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, sits in Gemini in your second house of personal resources and values. This beneficial placement continues to expand financial opportunities and encourages growth in how you manage your resources. Today's specific angle to your ruling planet Venus enhances this positive financial energy, potentially bringing unexpected benefits or resources your way. Saturn, the taskmaster planet, maintains its position in Pisces in your 11th house of social networks and future aspirations. This creates a somewhat serious or responsible tone to your social connections and community engagements. You may feel called to take on leadership roles or responsibilities within groups. The challenging square with Mars suggests potential conflicts between work obligations and social commitments. Uranus continues its extended journey through your sign at approximately 26 degrees Taurus. This long-term transit represents an ongoing transformation of your identity, appearance, and personal approach to life. On this specific day, Uranus forms a harmonious sextile with Neptune in Aries, blending revolutionary changes with spiritual insight. You may experience unexpected revelations about your life direction that somehow feel deeply right on an intuitive level. Neptune in Aries activates your 12th house of the subconscious, spirituality, and hidden matters. This position stimulates your intuitive abilities and spiritual awareness. Dreams or meditative insights may be particularly meaningful today. The sextile with Uranus suggests that breakthrough ideas might emerge from your subconscious, connecting innovative thinking with deeper wisdom. Pluto, now in the early degrees of Aquarius, occupies your 10th house of career and public recognition. This slow-moving planet is gradually transforming your professional life and relationship with authority. Today, it forms a subtle but supportive aspect with the sun in your sign, suggesting that your personal power can align effectively with professional ambitions if you're willing to embrace necessary changes. The moon, which affects your emotional landscape, transits through Libra today, mirroring Mars' position in your 6th house. This creates an emotional focus on relationships within your work environment and highlights the need for balance in how you serve others versus taking care of yourself. The lunar energy supports diplomatic approaches to workplace challenges. The North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra create an axis across your 12th and 6th houses, suggesting that your spiritual growth path involves finding balance between service to others and connection to your inner world. Today's planetary positions emphasize this tension in particularly strong ways. A notable aspect pattern forming today is a grand Earth trine between the Sun in Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn, and the Moon's node in Virgo. This harmonious configuration in the Earth signs particularly favors you as a Taurus, offering stability, practical progress, and material advancement. Your natural talents for manifestation and building solid foundations are significantly enhanced by this powerful trine. The day's planetary positions collectively suggest focusing on personal development projects that align with your authentic self while remaining attentive to the practical demands of daily life. Your ability to synthesize stability with necessary change is strongly supported by these cosmic influences. For Taurus on May 7, 2025, the communication landscape shows fascinating developments. Mercury, having recently moved into Gemini, forms a stimulating sextile to your Sun, creating an unusually articulate day for typically steady Taurus natives. Your words carry additional weight and clarity, making this an excellent time to express ideas that have been percolating beneath the surface. Venus, your ruling planet, positioned in early Gemini, enhances your natural diplomacy while adding a touch of intellectual curiosity to your expression style. This placement creates a beautiful duality. You maintain your Taurian authenticity while adopting a more versatile approach to conversations. The Venus-Jupiter trine occurring today particularly benefits creative communications and artistic expression. The Moon in Libra forms an air trine with Mercury, further smoothing your verbal delivery. This celestial configuration helps you balance your natural tendency toward practical communication with a newfound appreciation for aesthetic language and harmonious exchanges. You might find yourself more concerned with how messages are delivered, not just their content. On a subtle level, Saturn in Pisces creates a background influence that encourages thoughtful pauses in conversation. This isn't about restriction, but rather about adding meaningful depth to your words. When you speak today, others will sense the consideration behind your statements. For Taurus individuals working in creative fields, this astrological weather supports articulating complex emotional concepts that might typically remain unexpressed. Writers may find words flowing more easily, while those in visual arts discover new vocabulary to describe their work. Professional communications benefit from Mars in Capricorn, forming a productive Earth trine to your Sun. This grants your words additional authority and impact in business settings. Colleagues and supervisors will likely be more receptive to your ideas, particularly when you ground proposals in practical reality, a natural Taurian strength. Digital communications show interesting potential today. The Mercury-Uranus conjunction brings unexpected messages or connections through social media or email. Be open to surprise conversations that could expand your perspective in significant ways. This configuration particularly supports technological communications that might normally challenge comfort-seeking Taurus. In romantic relationships, your expression becomes more nuanced. Rather than relying solely on physical demonstrations of affection, the typical Taurian love language, you find yourself capable of articulating deeper emotional truths. Partners may be surprised by your eloquence when discussing matters of the heart. Neptune's subtle influence creates a dreamy quality to your words. While Taurus typically prizes clarity, today you benefit from allowing some poetic ambiguity into your expression. Your usual straightforward approach gains depth through metaphor and symbolism. This becomes particularly valuable in artistic endeavors or heart-centered conversations. The North Node in Pisces encourages growth through compassionate communication. Your developmental edge today involves speaking with greater empathy and understanding, allowing conversations to flow with less attachment to specific outcomes traditionally challenging for fixed-sign Taurus who values certainty. Pluto's transformative energy touches your communication house, suggesting that certain exchanges today could permanently shift relationship dynamics. A conversation you initiate might create lasting changes in how others perceive you, particularly regarding your intellectual capabilities. For Taurus individuals working with writing projects, today marks exceptional progress. The Mercury-Venus connection in Gemini supports revising and polishing written work with both precision and grace. Academic pursuits benefit from this configuration, as do marketing communications and persuasive writing. In family dynamics, you find yourself mediating discussions with newfound diplomacy. Your natural steadiness, combined with enhanced verbal agility, allows you to bridge understanding between different perspectives. Family members may look to you as the voice of reason in complex emotional situations. Group discussions and team meetings highlight your analytical abilities. While Taurus often prefers one-on-one exchanges, today's planetary alignments support your contributions in collective settings. Your practical insights, delivered with unusual eloquence, carry significant influence in shaping group decisions. For those studying or teaching, knowledge transfer flows smoothly. Complex concepts become accessible through your grounded explanation style. Students or audience members appreciate your ability to make abstract ideas tangible and applicable, a signature Taurian strength amplified by today's aspects. The day's communication highlights include a mid-afternoon window when the Moon-Mercury trine perfects, creating approximately 2 hours of peak verbal fluency. Schedule important conversations, presentations, or writing sessions during this window if possible. Be mindful that as evening approaches, a challenging aspect between Mercury and Mars might introduce an edge to communications. Your normally patient expression could become uncharacteristically sharp if fatigued. Taking short breaks between significant exchanges prevents communication burnout. For Taurus individuals navigating sensitive conversations today, the Venus-Neptune sextile offers a compassionate undertone to even difficult discussions. This aspect helps you access emotional intelligence while maintaining your signature practicality, a powerful combination for conflict resolution. Overall, May 7th offers Taurus natives a rare opportunity to expand communication horizons while remaining anchored in authenticity. Your words carry both weight and wings today, allowing for expression that is simultaneously grounded and uplifting. Make use of this favorable astrological weather to express what matters most deeply to you. On May 7th, 2025, Taurus finds themselves at a fascinating financial crossroads with Venus, your ruling planet, forming a productive sextile with Jupiter in Gemini. This planetary alignment opens doors to unexpected monetary opportunities, particularly through networking and information exchange. The stars are aligned for financial growth today, but they demand strategic rather than impulsive action. With Mercury in your second house of personal resources, your financial intuition is heightened, allowing you to spot value where others see only surface details. There's particular strength in collaborative ventures today, as the Moon in Libra activates your sixth house of daily work and service. Consider how your practical skills might generate additional income streams. A workplace conversation could unexpectedly lead to a profitable side project or investment tip. Saturn's stabilizing trine from Pisces to your Sun provides the patience needed for long-term wealth building. Today isn't about quick gains, but rather setting foundations for sustainable prosperity. Pay special attention to financial communications arriving mid-afternoon, as they may contain hidden opportunities that align perfectly with your natural talents. The numerical vibration of today suggests reviewing recurring expenses. You'll likely identify at least one unnecessary cost that can be eliminated, immediately improving your cash flow. For Taurus entrepreneurs, today favors approaching potential investors or partners, as your practical vision will be particularly compelling. Those employed by others might discover a chance to negotiate additional benefits or compensation by highlighting your consistent contribution to the bottom line. Avoid making purchases based purely on emotional satisfaction today. The Venus-Neptune square suggests potential confusion between wants and needs. Instead, channel financial energy toward areas where you've already built expertise and foundation. Consider diversifying income sources, particularly those that leverage your natural appreciation for beauty, comfort, and quality. The evening hours bring clarifying financial insights through a conversation with someone older or more experienced, possibly revealing an investment opportunity particularly well-suited to your risk tolerance and long-term goals. Remember that, as a Taurus, your greatest financial strength lies in steady, persistent growth rather than speculative leaps. Though today's energies suggest that calculated risks taken in familiar territories could yield impressive returns by the next full moon. Areas particularly favored for financial exploration today include artisanal or handcrafted goods, sustainable luxury items, food or agricultural ventures, and property-based investments. Your financial intuition is exceptionally sharp today. Trust your internal guidance about which opportunities align with your values and which merely promise quick returns without substance. As May 7th, 2025 unfolds for you, Taurus, the cosmos aligns to highlight specific areas where fortune smiles upon you. With the sun still journeying through your sign, your personal power remains at its yearly peak, creating a natural magnetism that draws opportunities your way. Today, the moon forms a harmonious trine to Venus, your ruling planet, creating a particularly fortunate energy in matters of personal resources and values. This alignment opens doorways to financial improvements and material comfort, areas naturally aligned with your earthy nature. Jupiter, currently transiting through your communication sector, brings exceptional luck through conversations, short trips, and intellectual pursuits. An unexpected phone call or message could bring promising news about a project you've been nurturing. Your third house activation suggests that siblings, neighbors, or close community connections may serve as fortunate conduits for opportunity today. Venus's position highlights your natural talents, particularly those involving creativity, beautification, or comfort creation. Projects that allow you to transform physical spaces or create tangible beauty receive cosmic blessings today. Your capacity to remain grounded while others lose their composure becomes a tremendous asset. This steadfastness attracts recognition from authority figures who value reliability. Financial matters receive favorable aspects as Mercury forms a productive sextile to Pluto, suggesting that strategic financial decisions made today could have long-term benefits. Look for opportunities to restructure resources or investments with an eye toward sustainable growth. Another fortunate area involves your ability to provide practical solutions to others' problems. Your grounded perspective allows you to see straightforward answers that others might miss in their emotional reactions. This problem-solving gift may bring rewards both professionally and personally. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, forms a supportive aspect to your sun sign, enhancing your strategic thinking and pattern recognition. This makes today especially fortunate for planning future endeavors or recognizing valuable patterns in data, business, or relationships. Physical pleasure and sensual enjoyment also receive cosmic blessings. Taking time to indulge your senses through fine food, touch, music, or natural beauty aligns you with today's most fortunate energies. Trust your body's wisdom and innate sense of timing. When you feel pulled toward certain experiences or environments today, follow that instinct. Your patience, sometimes misunderstood as stubbornness, serves as a hidden fortune today. While others might rush into decisions, your methodical approach prevents costly mistakes and positions you for sustainable success. Remember that fortune for you often manifests not as flashy windfalls, but as steady, reliable growth that compounds over time, much like your approach to life itself. Today, your social landscape is illuminated by multiple celestial influences, Taurus. With Venus, your ruling planet, positioned in communicative Gemini, you're experiencing an unusual surge of social curiosity. This isn't typically your comfort zone, as you generally prefer depth over breadth in relationships, but today, this placement encourages you to break free from your usual social patterns and explore new connections. You might find yourself drawn to intellectually stimulating conversations rather than your typical comfort-oriented social gatherings. Venus in Gemini is activating your ability to see multiple perspectives, making you more adaptable in group settings than usual. The duality of Gemini energy combines with your steadfast Taurian nature to create a fascinating social dynamic, where you can be both the reliable rock others depend on and the curious explorer who asks thought-provoking questions. With Jupiter also traversing through Gemini, there's an expansion happening in how you connect with others. This Jupiter placement magnifies opportunities for meaningful social exchanges, particularly through learning environments or community spaces. You might receive an invitation to join a group that shares your intellectual interests or values. Pay particular attention to connections made through courses, workshops, or neighborhood gatherings today, as these could develop into significant relationships over time. The Gemini